Okay, guys, this is Boons Bottom. Somebody stowed 2 dead hogs right there on the right. And man, the buzzards was everywhere. But we went for our walk down through here. It was nice. One car came by, 2 cars came by, one just as we was getting in the car and one while we was walking over here. So we got our walk, got our water. So we are continuing our journey. It's a good way. I like being out in the woods. So for me, it's a good way to get out of the house, get the dogs out of the house. We still get our walk in, and we can kill several hours doing this. When the weather gets a little cooler, it'll really be nice. But I got a little warm there at the end, but I never did like really sweat. Boy, I've been sweating like you. This girl don't perspire. Oh, she sweats. Let me tell y'all, my clothes are so wet, I can't hardly get them off my skin. It's like I can't get enough water. My son loves it out here. Oh, that big old tree fell. There's y'all some firewood right here on the side of the road. Golly, that's a big old tree. I didn't come through here, this part. I turned back the other way. I didn't come up this way the other day. I don't remember that tree being there. I've walked this road many days with my neighbor. And our ridgeback dog, Spike, he used to go down through the woods over here and run a big old herd of deer out. He'd do it almost every morning. He'd go with us every day. Every day. Go drop by my son's place. We'll turn around and go back through Mount Enterprise. Out here on the left. It's just a beautiful, y'all really can't see, but it's just a beautiful hay meadow. 21 acres, I believe. But from where I live behind me, down to the oil road down here was 1.5 miles. Me and my neighbor, we'd walk all the way down here and back home, or either we would go down that oil road I just come off of. We'd walk 1.5 miles and turn around and walk back. We did that every day for years and years and years. Every day. And then sometimes twice a day. She'd tell me it's been one of those days. My husband's home. He's going to watch the kids bring Jesse over. It's my son. And we'd walk all the way down here. We used to see wild hogs like you wouldn't believe right here in the forks of this road. Now if you take a right, that goes back around to that land that I like, and a left goes back to the highway the way I brought y'all in. Remember, I U-turned here and told y'all I used to live back the other way. Little boat over there. See that little boat? How cute is that? I wonder if they'd get rid of that. I'd like to have one to make out of a make a flower bed in it. I've seen that done, and oh, they're so cute. Very cute. Y'all, I think the dogs, see, they'll go get in the bed or get in the recliner and go to sleep after we walk. Brimley's already out, and Nugget is snuggling down in his car seat, so they might be asleep here in a minute. But this is 3055, and right up here, not too far from where I used to live, back to the red light, Mount Enterprise. It's 3 miles. So see, if I got that other land, I'd take this road to the left where we just came, and it'd be another 3 miles through there. So see, from there to here to my son's land is 3 miles. So if my son builds his house here and I got that, I'd only be 3 miles from it. Or if I got the other house I looked at up in town, I'd only be 3 miles from it. There's his place right there, to the right. Right down from where he grew up. Isn't that strange? And see, here's 3216 right here to the left. So it'd be 3 miles over to that place from his house. Which, if you was driving to get somewhere, it would be a lot quicker than obviously what I just drove, you know, because I'm sightseeing. So I'm just driving slow. But our old house is right there, that blue one. It was yellow trim, and there was my neighbor's house right there that I walked with. But they've moved some more houses in up here, but I don't know who lives there. But I'm sure it wouldn't take me long to learn who it was. Because when I lived here, I knew everybody. Everybody. King Cemetery, that's where my in-laws and ex-brother-in-law and stuff like that's buried. The sides of this road needs to be mowed. I've rode my bicycle, me and my sons rode to town to the baseball field many days on this road right here. And we used to lease a pasture right here to the left. We used to lease that for our horses. And I'd drive up, saddle up the horses, and we'd ride to town. One of my friends rode with me one day. She's from Houston. And she wanted to ride the horses. And we got to town and was going to go in the store and get a Coke and ride back to the pasture. And she said, "Where do we park them?" I thought I was going to fall off that horse when she asked me that, because she was serious. You hear me? She said, "Where do we park them?" Oh my God, I just thought about that. Hadn't thought about that in a while. I think I told that in another video one day. Where do we park them? Oh my God, I totally forgot to just now about that story. Hilarious. I love her so much. She still lives here, but her house is for sale, unfortunately. She went through a divorce. He was a butthead and cheated after they raised their children. And so her family, parents were from here, but they raised her to almost high school in Houston area. So her daughter and brother and them's down there. So I think she's going to try to move back down there where her family's at. But me and her, I'm going to tell you, me and her and my son, we had some good times. some good times over the years. She was a hoot. A hoot, a hoot. Y'all, there used to be some beautiful old houses on this road. I guess they just let them all rot down. I don't know, because now it's all mobile homes, double wides, modular homes. I guess they just didn't keep those old houses up. When I left here, all those old houses were still on this road. And I think this house right here to the right, that was Miss Clark's house. My daddy leveled that house for her one time. Miss Clark, she was a sweet lady. Y'all, she pulled out in the highway over here when she was older. And an 18-wheeler hit her. And that was a real nice 2-story house right there to the right. And it's falling in. I don't know, y'all, what happened. I don't know what happened around here to all these nice houses. Well, he's slow riding. He can hardly see over the steering wheel. Okay, guys. Well, there's somebody's bicycle. Maybe they had to take a TT break and go up in the woods. Y'all be blessed. Know your love. Jesus loves you more. We've made it back to civilization. There's another little house that's for sale. No, let's just say that might be it right there. Maybe it's sold. Somebody's there. I thought I'd look to see where it was. It was on this road somewhere. But see, there's trailers everywhere. There was no trailers in this town when I moved away from here. Now it's double wide. But I understand why, because houses cost so much. That's why I consider myself fortunate that I could afford to buy these houses over here, although they need a little bit of work. But with selling my place, it'd be, not that I got a lot of money, it'd just be selling one place and buying another place, investing my money in another place. But there's one of the trailers for sale, but I don't care anything. It's not that bad inside, but I don't like this location right here. I don't like I just can't get over all these trailers. There's just so many. I mean, it's on every corner. Every corner there's a trailer. Let me go this way. See what's down here. I said I was getting off here, didn't I? But anyway, I guess I will close this one now. I'm gonna ride down here and turn around and come back up and ride down some more roads. And because sometimes you'll see a for sale sign. See, there's a beautiful old house right there to the left. They're letting him fall in. I don't understand, y'all. There's Uncle Bud and Aunt Cosey's old house. Man, I've drank coffee there many days and had pie about 2 o'clock. Watched General Hospital with a group of older ladies in town. Oh my goodness. That was so much fun. Of course, I was a kid back then. And they had to be younger than I am right now. And I thought they were ancient, But they'd make homemade pie and have coffee at 2 o'clock and watch General Hospital at Aunt Cosey's house. And I'm going to tell you, when I'd go home and tell Jesse's daddy what they talked about, he'd tell me he just couldn't hardly believe they said that. And I said, well, they did. Let me tell you. Let me tell y'all. Let me turn up in here and go back. I don't want to cross that highway. I've got to go back through town. But them old women, I say old women, they wasn't even my age back then. I don't know. They might have been, see, I was young. I was probably about 18, 19 years old. They might have been 50, late 40s, 50 years old. Now, some of them might have been older than that. But, whoo, you talk about some good pie and coffee. It was some good stuff. And I wasn't even a coffee drinker back then. But my mother-in-law, she was a sweetheart. She'd call and say, "We gonna meet at Aunt Cosey's at 2. Why don't you come on and go with us?" And I'm gonna tell you, I'm so glad I did, because that's some good memories, y'all. Some good memories. They were some good people. If I was sick, if they knew Jesse was sick, they would come over and shell peas. They would come to my house and do it. You know what people did a long time ago. See, that's what blows my mind. See, when I was sick with that gallbladder, nobody helped me do anything. I was at the mercy for getting food or anything. Like, nobody hardly bought me food. A few friends, a couple of friends bought stuff that I could just warm up. But I was used to like people like that, and my mom and her sisters and their aunts. You know, they would spend the night with you and make sure you was taken care of through the night. Make sure you had what you needed. And boy, I tell you, my colon surgery, that was the first time I didn't have my mother and my aunts. And I'm going to tell you what, that was a learning experience for me. It was horrible. But this gallbladder surgery was worse than the colon surgery. I had a hard recovery and didn't have no help. I mean, it was hard for me to change the sheets on my bed. Nobody was coming and cleaning my floor. My floor didn't get cleaned for weeks. I mean, I survived, but it just shocked me that nobody helped me like I was used to. Not that I really expect anybody just to, you know, do something, but I thought they would. I mean, I've helped so many people over the years, and I thought you were supposed to reap what you sow. But it was a learning experience. But I'm going to tell you this, I'll tell you this. My mind will never be right like I was before, just like from the abuse from my son's father or anything else that was traumatic in my life. Like, it was so traumatic for me, and people will laugh and, "Oh, you're full of baloney," and blah, blah this and blah, blah that. But I'm going to tell y'all, that was hard. It was hard. I'm getting emotional just talking about it. It was hard, y'all. It was real hard. But I'm going to get off here and ride over here and look at another property. But I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it. I made it this far. I learned to make it by myself. I'll be prepared to be alone next episode. Lord, I hope the Lord takes me before I have to go through anything else.